All right, for this practice, we are going to want a chair and have 2 blocks on hand just in case, okay? So to get started, we are going to come into an ankle to knee position. So let's start with the right leg. Let's bring the right ankle to the left knee. If you're feeling strain in your right knee, try pulling your toes and ankle back on that side. So we're just going to enjoy this hip stretch for a moment. And then we're going to add a twist. So we are going to take our right arm, we're going to reach it forward, we're going to send the fingertips towards the wall in front, the shoulder blade moving away from the spine. We're going to send the other arm out kind of to the side back and suck that shoulder blade in as we twist. And then once you're at the end of your twist, you can just let the arms come down and rest where they may. Taking some nice breaths here. You'll notice that breathing in can be a little bit different when the rib cage is in a twist. That's normal. Exhale, letting everything settle forward again. And now we're going to do a counter twist. So we're going to send the left arm forward, sending the shoulder blade away from the spine. Right arm back and sucking the shoulder blade in towards the spine, twisting as you exhale, and then letting your arms rest wherever they reach. Nice and relaxed. Not necessarily pulling or pushing you any further into the twist. Exhaling as you just let everything settle back to the front. All right, we're going to let this right foot return to the floor. Take a moment just to sit tall, take a couple breaths, see how things feel between the sides. And then we're going to get ready to bring that left ankle to the right knee. Again, just experiencing that hip stretch here. Reaching the left fingertips forward, right arm comes out to the side and back, sucking that shoulder blade in towards the spine as you exhale to twist, letting the arms rest where they land. Keeping tall through your spine, tall through your neck. And exhaling as you let everything just settle back to the front. And then when you're ready, you can start to reach those right fingertips forward, left arm back out to the side, sucking the shoulder blade in towards the spine, exhaling to twist. Nice and gentle, not forcing anything. And exhaling as you let everything settle back to the front. Take a moment here. You can let that left foot come back to the floor. Sitting tall again. Once again, just seeing how everything is settling in your body. Now for this next, we're just going to briefly let ourselves relax and hang. So you can step those feet a little wider. You can stay seated on your chair. And we're simply going to fold forward and let the head hang, the arms hang, and just let all that tension leave the back and the neck. You can shake your head yes and no. And then you can use your hands to walk yourself up your legs, to come back upright, bringing the legs towards one another. And then we're going to come into standing, and we're going to come to a wall or a book or one of your blocks, and we're going to do some calf stretches. All right, so you're going to take your block and you're going to place it on the floor. You're going to step the right ball of your foot onto that edge of the block. You're standing back a little bit, knees straight, and when you're ready, you can start to send your weight forward. If you want to be by a wall so that you can have a hand on the wall for balance, that's not a bad idea. If you are not too tight through your calves, you might find that you want to step that other leg forward so that you're not having to send your weight forward quite so much. And just take some breaths and feel that pull down that lower back leg. And you can really be here as long as you want, but for the purposes of the video, I'm going to back off on this stretch for a moment. Just long enough to take that stretch off the calf so that I can put a slight bend in that knee. And then I'm going to come back into it. This is just going to stretch a deeper muscle in the back of your leg that may get missed sometimes because the tighter muscle on the back, or it may not be tighter, but because it crosses the knee joint, it gets taut earlier than this one does. Okay, then you can back off of that. Step your feet back onto the floor and just shift side to side and just notice how that right foot feels versus the left, its contact points, how the back line of that leg or that knee feels. And then we're going to go ahead and do that on the other side. So the left ball of the foot is going to rest at the front edge of that block or book or the side of your wall. We're going to keep this knee straight. We're going to send the weight forward. You might even step the other foot forward if you have enough space in your body to do so. Take a couple nice breaths here. And when you're ready, you can back off that stretch just enough that you can add a bit of a bend to that knee, and we're going to lean forward again or step the right foot forward again. And then we're going to back it off. Okay, bring both feet back to the floor. Again, walk it out, just see what things feel like, what's changed, what maybe feels a little more equal between the sides now that they've both been stretched. All right, and then for this last movement, we are going to be coming into a wide-legged forward fold again, but this time from standing. And this is where you might want your blocks so that reaching the floor feels a little more accessible. So first off, we're going to step wide, not too wide, but wide enough. Okay? And then when you're ready, you're going to start to hinge at your hips forward, keeping a fairly neutral spine for as long as possible. You can place your blocks on the floor. So if I turn to the side, I look kind of like this. Okay? And then what you can do is you can start to use your blocks to walk your hands over towards your left foot. And you can really increase the stretch if you really reach that right arm forward. You can hold that for a couple of breaths. And then you can start to walk your hands back. Maybe pause for a moment in the center position. And then continue on over to the right-hand side. This time, really reaching that left arm forward and across body if that's available to you. And you can start to walk the blocks back, coming back to center again. You can take a moment to maybe lower the blocks setting and just really let your body hang if that's available to you. Okay, and then we're going to start to walk or heel toe our feet back together and come up to stand. All right. So once again, just take a moment to walk it out, see how things are feeling, see how they're settling. And that is today's little practice.